What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another Durkee Chan production, another episode of Fragrance Comparison, guys. Today we're comparing Acqua Profondo to Versace Pour Homme. Now, this was a requested review from a viewer, so shout out for giving me this idea. And I think this is a fantastic comparison to do. Reason being is that both of these fragrances, again, citrus kings with fantastic legendary DNAs in them. Again, Acqua di Gio, legendary DNA created by Alberto Morillas, the legendary perfumer. As we know, Versace Pour Homme was also envisioned and created by the legendary Alberto Morillas. So both of these fragrances have his touch on them, has his signature on them, and we're just going to dive into them and compare both of these. But before I get into that, I'm going to just give a quick rundown of both of these fragrances for people who aren't aware of these two fragrances. And hopefully after this comparison video, you will have a better idea of which fragrance to pick up. The icy cold blue Acqua di Gio Profondo or the crisp clean oceanside Versace Pour Homme. Alright guys, let's get into it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It keeps me alive. Thank you for 600 guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna go buy some more fragrances and get you guys updated. Alright, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Let's get 1K, baby. Let's get that 1K. Alright, enough of that. Alright, let's talk about Versace Pour Homme, man. This one is, again, citrus king with aromatics in it. This one is one of the most well-known fragrances in the community. Came out in 2008 and still smells good to this date. 2021, still smells good. You're going to get lemon, you're going to get neroli, and then in the dry down, you're going to get hints of tonka bean and musk with a little bit of woods. This one is so simple, right? So fresh, yet so signature worthy, so iconic. Smells fantastic in the air, fantastic for everyday wear. Works in formal occasions, works in more casual occasions. Just a versatile citrus freshie. Definitely more geared towards the warmer months, spring, summer, but you could get away with wearing it in the daytime, in the fall, and in the winter. It's just that good. The tonka bean will carry you through the winter, whereas in the summer, the fresh top notes will carry you through the hot days. And again, this fragrance has stood the test of time. Opens up fresh, zingy. You don't get this overly tonka bean heavy note like you might get in Eau Extreme from Chanel. So it's very balanced fragrance, transitions very well from the freshness to the warmness of the tonka bean, guys. This one, again, wear it in the office, wear it at the club, it just smells good. Very luxurious, very affordable as well. 100 ml will bring you about $40 to $60 depending on which gray market site you get. This one, to me, easy blind buy in my opinion. For teenagers, college students, younger adults, older adults, it caters to a large audience just because it's just very well thought out by Alberto Morillas. And again, summer fizziness, fresh, clean cut, very luxurious smelling, nothing tacky about it, nothing overly sticky or icky about it, just clean, shower fresh, guys. I love this fragrance, okay? Love wearing this in the summer and in the spring. Now, let's move on to Acqua di Gio Profondo, a fairly new release. I think it came out, I want to say around mid-2020 towards the summer. Again, Alberto Morillas has created this fantastic aromatic marine focused fragrance. Now when I say marine focused, this fragrance to me just smells like mandarin oranges with hints of rosemary and cypress, and loads of this aquatic note. Like, you smell it and it smells like you are in the waters of Italy, right? Or in the waters of the Bahamas. Very fruity smelling, very relaxing. Now, there is a mineral note to this, which gives it that blue fragrance vibe. So imagine the base notes of something like a D'Or Sauvage, or a Prada Luna Rossa Carbon, or a Versace Dylan Blue. It has that metallic, almost steel feel to it. It still smells good, don't get me wrong. It smells clean and fresh, but it does have this fruity note to it that really elevates this scent, that really makes it super respectable. You know, if you like the Bleu de Chanel vibe, if you like the original Profumo but freshened up a bit and made more fruity fresh, less on the incense, less on the green notes, Profondo is heading in that direction. Now, both of these fragrances, before I continue, both of these fragrances will give you 2 hours protection and around 6 to 7 hours of longevity. Profondo, I have found, does last an extra hour longer just because of that heavy mineral note in the base that carries it for a long time. Now, don't get me wrong, Profondo is a fantastic marine fragrance. You know the Bulgari Aqua line. It kind of has that kind of feel to it, very aquatic yet fresh, but it doesn't have any saltiness to it, right? Like a lot of fragrances that go very aquatic have this slight salty egginess to it, like a light blue intense. But Profondo does not have that. Very clean. Some people might say it's a bit basic and smells typical fresh out of the shower fragrance. It doesn't have any crazy in your face notes like a grapefruit note or a strong lemon note. But to me, this one, the mandarin orange, really punches through on my skin. Still very modern and is just a good fragrance to purchase if you do like that aquaticness of the original Acqua di Gio, and if you're just looking for a nice fresh summer fragrance that's not overly citrusy and that's just very balanced with the citrus and the base notes. To me, this one, when compared to Profumo and Absolute, ranks number 1 for summer wear in my opinion. It's just fresher than Profumo, and it doesn't have that warmth that Absolute has as well. Now, in terms of blind buying, I would watch out for blind buying this, just because the mandarin note in it can be a bit too overbearing for some people. When the mandarin note dies down and the mineral notes creep up a bit, it can be kind of headache inducing if you are wearing it mostly indoors. Now, outdoors, at the beach, at the poolside, fantastic. Versace Pour Homme, you could wear this inside or outside. It does perform a bit better inside just because it does have a smaller scent bubble. Alright, so if you're primarily looking for a fragrance between these two to wear outside, Profondo does have a bit more projection, does have more longevity. Versace Pour Homme, although not bad, isn't a crazy performer. With 3 sprays, you might not get as much projection or as much performance as 3 sprays of Profondo. So keep that in mind. Profondo per spray is stronger than a Versace Pour Homme spray. Okay. Now, in terms of age ranges, I feel like both of these fragrances again target the same audience. So you could do older teenagers, college students, young adults, mature adults. They can both kind of work. Now, as for everyday kind of situations, I would prefer Versace Pour Homme just because it's lighter and crisper than something like a Profondo. Profondo, surprisingly, works well in the nighttime. Very well in the summers. Like wearing this out in the nighttime in the summer, perfect. It might get a bit chillier in the nighttime in the summer. So that's where the mineral notes come in to give you that warmth. Whereas Versace Pour Homme in the nighttime, you only really have that tonka bean keeping you up. So it might not give you the complete warmth that something like a Profondo might give you. Now in terms of price range, I bought Profondo for around $70 for I think this was let me double check, guys. I want to say, yes, a 75 ml 2.5 fluid ounce, whereas Versace Pour Homme, a steel for $35, $40, $55. Definitely, if you're looking for an everyday kind of thing, Versace Pour Homme is better in that price range. Now, in terms of just overall fragrance masterpiece, Versace Pour Homme has proved itself. It is in the Hall of Fame of fragrances. Whereas Profondo, it's still trying to, develop a strong cult following. You have so many, I guess, people that like Profumo that might not like Profondo just because Profondo doesn't have that intense incense deepness. This is just clean, fresh, blue type of fragrance. So, based off my recommendations, I would recommend you get Versace Pour Homme first, and then if you want to build something more in your rotation, more geared toward the nighttime, more geared towards lasting longer outside, then I would pick up Profondo. Definitely not redundant to own both of these. They each have their own unique DNAs. Versace Pour Homme, strong, lemony, neroli, tonka bean vibe, whereas Profondo, strong, metallic, mandarin vibe with tons of aquaticness, freshness. So that's all I have, guys. Let me know down below which one you picked out. For me, these two will be in my collection. A fantastic rotation. I would revere Versace Pour Homme in the daytime, and then in the nighttime, I would switch to Profondo when we're hitting the bars. That's all I have, guys. Thank you. Ciao. Thank you again for 600 plus subscribers. I appreciate all of you. I'm going to load up on some more fragrances just to keep y'all excited. Let me know down below what you guys want me to load up on. Ciao.